Hello, my name is Mr. Asprey and we're doing another tricky question. This is a year one pure question, so you might find this on an AS paper or on an A-level paper. It's about logarithms and we've got to know our log rules, so I've put them right down there to help us out as we go along. Okay, let's do this. So first one, part I. Find the exact solution to this. Okay, well, the first thing I spot straight off the bat is that the answer is in terms of log base 2. So it would be very helpful if we had powers of 2. And I can see here we've got an 8, which I can rewrite as a power of 2. So I'm going to do that first. 2 to the 3, 2x plus 1 is equal to 6. Okay, great. Right, now what we can do is we can distribute this power. So when you have a bracket situation like this and a power of a power, we can multiply the powers together. So it becomes 2 to the 6x plus 3 is equal to 6. Okay, right. What I've spotted next is that the logarithm is 3. So I've got a 6 here, which is very helpful, but if I divide through by 2 from both sides, then that's going to subtract a power from this side, and it's going to give me 3 over here. Okay, so next step is to rewrite this exponential indice equation as a logarithmic equation. So what I can do is I can use this fundamental rule for logarithms, and I can say that here we've got the base. The base is 2, because 2 is what we are raising the indice of, and that means I can write this as log base 2. M is what it's equal to, so in this case that's 3. And the power is x. So here we go, the power in this case is 6x plus 2. So I can write 6x plus 2. Okay, great. So now I can subtract 2 from both sides. So I get log base 2 of 3 minus 2 is equal to 6x. I might put this in brackets so it's clear that we're not taking away from the input. And then the final thing I could do is divide through by 6. And 2 divided by 6 is a third. So that's equal to x. So we can say that A must be negative a third and B must be 1/6. And we're done. Lovely. Okay, part 2. Use laws of logarithms to solve this equation. Okay, so the first thing I've spotted is that we have a 2 as a coefficient here of this logarithm. So we can use this rule here, and k is the coefficient, and it can be rewritten as the power of the input. So I can rewrite this as log 7 minus 2y is equal to base 5 of y plus 1 squared minus 1. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is rearrange this to get the logs on the same side, and I'll move the 1 over to this side and move the other log over to this side in order to just reduce the number of negatives. So that becomes a minus 7 minus 2y. Log 7 minus 2y. And now what we can do is we can use this rule here, that when I have two logs, one subtracted by the other, I can rewrite it as a single logarithm of 1 divided by the other. So this becomes log base 5 of y plus 1 needs to go on top, squared, and on the bottom it needs to be the 7 minus 2y. Okay, and now what can we do? Well, now we can rewrite this use this rule here to rewrite this log equation into an exponential equation. So the base is 5, so B, the yellow bit, is 5. The x is 1, so the pink bit is 1, so that becomes the power. And the m is the input of the logarithm, which is equal to, so it's y plus 1 squared over 7 minus 2y. Okay, great. So now let's multiply both sides by that denominator. So I get 35 minus 10y is equal to y plus 1 all squared. I can then expand those that double bracket there, so I get y squared plus 2y plus 1. And then finally I can bring it all over to one side, so I can make it 0 equals, and that's y squared plus 12y minus 34. Okay, that doesn't factorize, so I would use the quadratic formula to solve that. And what will that give me? Give me a second. Okay, I get y is equal to minus 6 plus minus root 70. Okay, now we need to check to see if these work, because what we can't have is we can't have a negative inside of as a logarithm input. So if I was to use minus 6 minus root 70, then it's quite clear that when I sub it into here, I will get a negative. And I'm not allowed to log a negative, so that wouldn't work. So therefore, the correct answer, we have to reject that one and just accept only this one here. And we can also, we should do our due diligence and check to make sure that if I did have that one, to make sure it does go into the other one. Like that. Okay, and I've just checked my calculator. That is a positive number when I do 7 minus 2 lots of it. So that is good. So this is our only correct solution. Right, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you later. Bye for now.